Guys, my name is Aldo, and today we're going to be going over my mobile detailing van setup, and I'll be showing you guys everything that's included in the van and what I do to get ready for the next job. So let's check it out. Okay guys, so in my mobile detailing van setup, on my right side of my door, I have this key holder rack here. So you could put keys. I usually put customers' keys on here, but for this part, I usually have my brush right now, my funnel. These are hose guides I use to put under the vehicles. This is my scrub pad. So I just keep, little things on hooks up here. I keep my bottle rack holder here, my, the quick chemicals I like to use. On this other side, I have my towel, my drying towel, my foam cannon, my rotary drill brush. And here's where everyone wants to see. I have my generator here, I have my pressure washer, I have all my reels, my pressure washer reel, my air hose reel, and this is my electric reel. And here on the bottom left, I have my chemicals I use for the vehicle, the outside wash. I have my pump. That way the pump grabs water from the tank. In a second, I'll show you guys where that's located, but it pulls water from the water tank and it shoots directly to my pressure washer. And then my pressure washer is hooked onto the reel. That way I can use the reel. I have my brush here. These are my spray guns I use, my gloves. And over here, I have my extension cable. Here I have my hose for the vacuum. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up what's back here in the back of the van. I'll show you guys what's in the middle of the van. Follow me. So here in the middle of my van, guys, as you can see, I have my water tank here. I have my chemicals up there in that shelf. That way I can refill whatever I need. I have my air compressor there on this top shelf. I have some spare tools like wrenches, little things like that. And up here I have my little handbag that I use on the go. On this shelf I have my polishers, my wax, my buffing pads, tire shine applicator, heat gun. Down here on this shelf I keep my clay bar, more pads, wax applicator pads, sandpaper, and miscellaneous little items there too. On the bottom I keep my gas tank, spare tank. This way I can, if I'm running low on gas on my generator or my pressure washer, I can quickly fill that up as well without having to go to the gas station. I have my sockets here in case I need to work on anything, because when you're doing mobile detailing, everything goes wrong at the wrong time, so you need to be as prepared as you can. So I have a toolbox in there as well. Here on the side I keep my blow dryer. That way I can blow the cars that I put wax on, or bead maker or stuff like that. I have a hose here in case I'm running low on water. I need to fill my water tank at a customer's house. I have down here an extra pressure washer hose in case, like I said, you got to be ready for things that go wrong, because when you're detailing, things go wrong at the wrong times. And I've had plenty of hoses either rupture, or I've had to, just replace it because, they create pinholes over time, so you got to stay ready for that. So on this shelf over here, like I said, I have my chemicals up there. I have my degreaser, my dressings, acid, and obviously the glass cleaner. I keep these in gallons, that way I can fill them whenever I need them. On the second shelf there, I have my ozone machine, my drill brush, batteries, and there in that little box I have, miscellaneous items as well as the jumper cables. Here in the middle, I like to keep my flexible table. That way I can open it out and use that whenever I need to. I have my step stool, I have a steamer there, my vacuum, and I have my pump sprayers. And in the corner over there, I have my rags and dirty rags bin. That way I can, just put dirty rags in there. And I have my pole brush to do, exteriors for big trucks and stuff like that, vans. Guys, I've invested thousands of dollars into my mobile detailing setup, and over time I've learned what things actually help me do the job a lot faster and what things don't. And one of the things that do help me make the job a lot quicker and get it done a lot faster is my rotary brush. The rotary brush, I basically have it as a replacement for the drill brush. As you guys know, you guys can get like the battery operated drill brushes. I like to convert the rotary polisher into a rotary brush. This actually helps me get stains out the seats, stains out the carpets, and it leaves them fuzzy, brand new. And obviously it gets the job a lot done faster than those cheap little drill brushes, because this is a lot stronger, guys. Another thing that helps me get the job done a lot faster is I came to upgrade my pressure washer. I used to use the electric Ryobi 1600 to 1800 PSI. I swapped over to the DeWalt gas pressure washer 3000 PSI. With that much pressure, guys, you guys can clean the wheels with acid in one go without scrubbing. And that's obviously I've changed everything in my van setup. That way I can be more efficient and a lot quicker with my things. So I have this mounted on to the frame, obviously, that way it doesn't move around. As you guys can see, if you guys do go with a gas pressure washer, you want to go with a reliable pump. I have the cap pump on this one. That way I don't have to go through several pumps, because in the past I've broke several pumps and they're costly. So instead of buying new pumps for like $200 every now and then, I bought an expensive $400 cap pump. That way it's reliable and it helps me get the job done faster and efficiently. The next thing I want to talk about is this Generac generator. This is another thing that I've upgraded. I used to use the Predator 3500, although it was good. Another thing that I recommend you guys upgrading, something personally that I decided to spend the $200, the best $200 I've ever spent, is this Tornador Max here. This is a total game changer. It lets me do the cars a lot faster. But this obviously has like a 2-in-1. So instead of holding a spray bottle and say your air gun, your air tool, it's basically a 2-in-1. You know, it has the chemical bottle here and it shoots, you have a nozzle here in case you just want the air, or both the air and the chemical to spit out. That way I can have one hand with the air gun with the tool and the other hand with the rag. Helps do the maintenance cars a lot faster, you know. So I'm gonna unbox it here, show you guys what it's like. So in the box, obviously it comes with the Tornador Max and some accessories. So here's the beautiful tool. Here we have the Tornador Max inlet outlet. We have the nozzle here where you can adjust whether you want the chemical to spit out or not. And this is the swivel attachment that it comes with. Very nice feature. And inside the box, we have they throw in a tactical light, which is this piece right here. So if you're working in the dark or even like the gas pedal areas, that way it shoots light and you can see what's in there. But let me take that out, show y'all. This right here, and I need to open it up. Cool little feature. But yeah, guys, this thing's a beast. Let me put it in action. Very powerful tool. And here you can adjust how much air you want to come out. If you want little air, it'll shoot out basically nothing if you have the nozzle all the way down. But if you want full maximum air output, you adjust the nozzle. So yeah, I just don't have a chemical in there, but a very effective tool. This tool helps me get the carpets, the dash, cup holders, you know, everything. Like if a quick wipe down, I'll use this for that. I could also use it for the carpets if, you know, the carpets need to get lifted up. That way, instead of spraying the carpets and using an air gun or the Tornador, you have a 2-in-1. So you can use this to blow out the carpets. This is the first thing I use when I blow out carpets, along with the chemical. That way it leaves the carpets ready to vacuum. So this is one thing that has definitely improved my efficiency when I do the interior. The other thing I use for my mobile detailing business, guys, that makes me get through the details a lot faster, I recommend to get pump sprayers. You can buy these particular ones at Home Depot. They're called HDX. I get the bleach version, 2 gallons, for the acid, because the acid messes up the seals and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to replace them if they're not appropriate for that kind of strong chemical. But yeah, these are the 2 gallons. I like to use these in replacement of the spray bottles, because the spray bottles, you have to press the trigger too many times. This is a lot more efficient for you guys. I use these on wheels, door jambs, tires, wheel wells, you know, inside the rim. So I get to spray the rims and tires quickly, you know, within 2 minutes I get all the wheels done, and I have my strong gas pressure washer to rinse them quickly. So yeah, I would definitely recommend these for your detailing business. So yeah, instead of cleaning carpets or mats on the driveway or the floor, you want to clean them on a table. That way you look more professional. And also you don't get the backside of the mats dirty, you know, when you're cleaning them. So this is definitely a great addition to your detail setup. You know, if you guys want to get it, you guys can look at it at Home Depot. They sell them there. I personally got this for like 120 bucks, DeWalt brand. So yeah. One tip I have for you guys, if you guys want to stand out in your mobile detailing business, very quickly, on the outside and the inside, instead of just cleaning the outside and cleaning the inside, protect the outside and the inside. You guys can upcharge for this. So for the outside, I use a thing called Protector Wax by Coach Kemi. This essentially gives it protection, you know, hydrophobic properties, protects it from the UV on the paint and stuff like that. Last couple weeks. On the interior, I like to use a vinyl and plastic dressing. You guys can grab this from any local supplier around you. But basically that it gives it a conditioned look to the interior. That way it's not greasy, or, you know, like Armor All and all these greasy other interior dressings. But yeah, you guys want your work to stand out, those are the 2 products I would recommend to use. All right, guys, so that wraps up the Vantor for today. I hope you guys grabbed a lot of information and value from this video. If there's any questions you guys have about my setup, or if there's anything you guys want to know in particular, let me know down in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe this video and share it to all your friends and family. Hope to see you guys in the next one.